when you think of a soft glam look, you think of a step just above like natural makeup look. So natural makeup look is where we're going to enhance our features, we're enhancing everything about us, but we don't want it to look like we're wearing makeup. Well, soft glam is a step above that, where we want to look enhanced, but we know that we're gonna have a little bit of makeup on we're gonna be able to see makeup, and we're aware of that, but we want the lines to be very subtle. We don't want any harsh edges, so you're gonna have your eyeshadows going to be very neutral, the contour is gonna be very well blended, and the eyebrows are gonna be as natural as possible. Same with the eyelashes. We're not putting these eyelash extensions on that take the whole show. It's a very, very just soft, glamorous look. Of course, I'm going to use 3D foundation for my soft glam look today. So I've got this is my main foundation highlight, this is my brightening highlight, this is my bronzer, contour, lip and cheek color, and then I've got my highlighter. I'm going to add a little pop of color. I feel like that is a really glam type feature that you'd want. And then these are going to be my eyeshadows. I think I'm going to actually put in another color in there. I added another color. This is called Trust. It's going to give me a little bit more depth for my hooded eyes because I do want them to show up, and I feel like all of these colors will be a little light, so I need a little bit more depth. So that is my palette for today for my soft glam look, and I will get started. Oh, and the tools I'm going to be using are going to be, this is a light coverage foundation brush. This is called the blend brush. It's double-sided or double-ended. And then I've got my eyeshadow brush. So these are the two brushes I'll be using for my face. And then a really important, I would say, tool that you need for the soft glam look, especially with this cream makeup, is a perfector sponge or a beauty sponge or whatever kind of sponge you have. This is going to help to blur the edges and the lines and to make things look a little more seamless and soft. I always start out with my eyebrows. I feel like it gives me a good map because I don't have many, so I just feel like it's just a great place for me to start. And I have been using the NYX Brow Tint pen, and I've been really enjoying it. This is the color Ash Brown. So if this is a pen that you have not tried, go get it because it is affordable. You can find it at any like drugstore or grocery store or department store. And then I've just been doing my eyebrows, and I feel like they're a lot more natural looking with this pen. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter today than I usually do.
Come out and I want my color finger.
This eyebrow is a lot lighter than I usually do, and it's actually just a look that I've been really enjoying as well, so it goes really well with the soft glam look. I had a gift card from Ulta, so I went ahead and got some Morphe setting mist just to try it because I've never tried it, and it's okay. It's definitely not my favorite setting spray, but I would say it does a pretty good job. I like setting my eyebrows with that too. The actual brow pen does stay pretty well, but I just like putting the setting mist over the top of it because I just feel like it gives it extra setting capability. Today I'm going to start with my foundation highlight and just stick it in the areas where I would normally put my foundation highlight. And for those of you that are new, I'm just going to put it in my beard area and my mustache area and maybe a little bit around my nose, because the concept with this 3D foundation is that it's a one layer foundation makeup. So I only want to put one layer and use different colors in different areas to achieve that overall base foundation look, which in turn actually gives me that full depth, shadow, coverage, everything that I want in a soft glam look. So I'm going to use the fluffy side of my brush, go into that main foundation highlight, and this one I'm going to just tap on. I'm going to have a little bit more coverage than I normally do, but it's still going to be very light coverage because of the amount of makeup that I am picking up, as well as the brush, the tool that I'm using. All around this area. And with creams, it is a buildable coverage, so if I did want more, I can go ahead and add that. Now that I've evened out this beard mustache area, now I'm going to go in with my contour, and I'm going to create a contour line starting from my ear down because I want most of my shadow to be from here. That's naturally where our shadow is. You'll notice I have this mark right here and this mark right here. This is freckling and melasma and all of the lovely things that I get with aging and having children. That is not part of my contour line, so I'm going to create I'm going to try to work with the color that's already there. I'm using a lighter contour than I normally do today. I want to create, again, more of a softer edge. Oh, I wasn't recording, so whoops. I applied some contour to my jawline just in this area to diminish my jowl area, and then I've started to put some contour on my forehead right here. I'm gonna go onto my perfector sponge, take off any excess makeup, and just blend those lines in really well so that you don't see that I have any lines, so it just looks really flawless. It looks very seamless. My sponge, I did get it wet, and then I squoze out all the water, and then I put it in a towel and wrung it with all my strength to get all the moisture out, so my sponge doesn't feel wet, it just feels really cold. Next, I'm going to do my under eye and a little bit of brightening right here. I like to usually go in with some of my demi color, but today, to keep it simple, I'm just going to go in with my brightening shade right here. It has enough yellowish orangish undertones to tackle what I need it to tackle under my eyes. So I'm going to tackle some veins and some melasma and some freckle pooling. I'm gonna get some of that dark inner eye circle too. That's dark, and anything that's blue can be offset with something with an orange undertone. I'm gonna also use that brightening highlight as a primer for my eyelids for when I do my eye look. That color also helps to neutralize all the discoloration on my eyelids so that I can go in with an eyeshadow and make a really pretty seamless look. And lastly, I'm going to use that brightening color here on my forehead and between my eyebrows. Blend that in. Perfector sponge and just balance that out a little bit. Now I'm going to take that highlighter color, that brightening color, a little bit down my nose, just to brighten that freckling up right there. Now I'm gonna add a little bronzer because I feel like I am pretty washed out, and just add it to right on top of my contour, and it will help to soften those lines up there on the top part, as well as just add that color. I prefer a matte bronzer, and that's what this one is. It's a matte, it's a really rich brown. It's a satin finish, I guess you could say, because it's cream, but there's no shimmer, there's no shine to it, so it's something that I really like on a daily basis. Just a really pretty color in general. There are other bronzer shade options, especially if you're really fair skinned and you need something a little bit lighter. There are some other options on the website. I'm going to go in with my lip and cheek color. I'm going to do blush first. And I can also go in with that perfector sponge if I feel like I need to soften up those edges again. Again, this tool is key for a soft glam look in my opinion. So it just looks more seamless. I'm going to set with a setting spray, and then I'm going to set with powder underneath my eyes and anywhere I feel like I don't want extra shine. And if you want that really dewy, glassy look, then don't set with powder. I tend to need to set underneath my eyes because I get eye bags and all the light draws attention to the unevenness in my skin. And I've got rid of the discoloration and the shadowing as much as possible, but any extra light there just draws attention right to those eye bags. It's setting powder by Makeup Forever. I've had this setting powder for forever. There are a bunch of other great options. This was a really expensive one, so if you are not, don't have a budget for an expensive setting powder, then go find something a little bit cheaper like a Coty Airspun. I think that's like $8. Now for the lips, I'm going to use the pointed side of the brush. If you want to be more detailed, get a finer brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of color underneath to create a more voluptuous lower lip. Most of my color I want down here. Just like to take some of whatever's extra and carry it up just to define the lips a little bit more. And if you want to have more of a pop, then you can add a little shadow up here. Looks like a mustache. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it. And then it just pulls that upper lip up. I don't have an upper lip that flips up all beautiful like, but this does give it the appearance that I might have a little something. And then I'm just going to add that Frenchie to my lips. It's a very neutral lip color, but a really pretty peach color too. And of course, you can add whatever color you want. This is a soft glam, so not much is gonna be popping, but that's why I chose this color. But it's just a really pretty color. Plus, I really like it on my lips if I ever wear a lip color, which I typically don't. I wanna make sure those are set really well. Because again, I used cream on my eyelids, and going in with a powder eyeshadow is not gonna do me any favors. The first color I'm going in with is Valencia. You can't see it very well on camera, but I promise you it is there. And I'm putting this all over my lid just to brighten it up, and then I'm carrying that out because I'm going to be adding some darker colors. The next color is Bubba. This is more of a transition shade. It's going to add a little bit more depth, and I'm just going to go in with the fluffy side. I'm not going to be too specific with this color. That's why I'm using the fluffy end, and I'm just placing it on the outer corner of my eye and bring it up into my crease and a little bit above because I've got a hooded eye, so I want that color to carry up a little bit, and I can build color as I go if I feel like I need a little more depth with that shade. Notice how far back I have my hand on the brush. This is a soft look, so I don't want any harsh edges. The closer I hold it to the other side of the brush that I'm applying the makeup with, the harsher the lines are going to be and the more product is going to be on there. So I want to just keep my hands back here to just keep it really light and subtle. And I'm going to go in with the tapered pointed edge of the side, and I'm actually not putting it on the tip of my brush, I'm putting it more on the side of the brush. I'm going to tap off any excess. I'm going to place this on the outer part of my crease and just press that in. This is a really subtle, again, subtle look, so I'm not putting a lot of product on there. I just want to make my eyes pop a little bit, as well as look soft, and also to diminish that hood. And then I'm going to carry that color, draw it down to my lash line. The hardest part is just making them look like each other, at least somewhat. Now I'm going to put some mascara on, and then I'm going to put some Illuminator on, which is aka Highlight, just to brighten up and give me a little shine and a little glow. Now I'm not going for pow in your face eyelashes, but I do want to have depth and make them look pretty fluffy. I was going to put some shimmer on my eyelids, but I decided not to. I like the way it looks, I just like the way it feels, and I'm just going to veto that. So I'm going to put some highlighter on. This is a Illuminator called Rose Gold, and it's just a really pretty, subtle, just got a great shimmer to it. And then I'm going to put a little bit right here on my nose, and then a little on my lip to make that part pop. And some people like it on their chin, wherever you want to put it. That is my soft glam look using 3D foundation. Please let me know in the comments below if you liked it, or if there are any other shades that you would like me to try. This is definitely doable for light coverage, medium coverage, full coverage, whatever you want. You can achieve this look. You don't have to be full coverage, and you don't have to do light coverage to achieve this look. So just keep that in mind when you are doing your own makeup. Anyway guys, I will be back next week with another video. Please let me know in the comments below of any type of video that you would like me to do with 3D foundation, and I'd be happy to accommodate. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.